Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilleys Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jack and I are out doing one cast this evening. It is Sunday the 6th of October. I'm positive it's the 6th. Yeah. I am right here at what I call the dry wash. It's a little creek coming in from Port Royal. Up in the trophy area, they're running one unit. Supposed to be right at a little under a unit, 50 megawatts. And I'm going to be working this skinny water along this edge. Did not bring the box I wanted, so I've got a number 16. This is kind of a dark red zebra midge with a black head down to a small hard foam indicator about a foot deep. I wanted to use some real small midges. I don't have that box in my bag, so don't even have my zebra bag box. I think this might be the only one I got in here, so I can't break off. I'm going to go ahead and just work this area right here while the boat is spot locked. I'll throw it in there right on the edge out there. Ooh, that sun's kind of tough. Okay. Glare is a little tough. I can't see that float. That float is small. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drift. Let's go ahead and drift. Should be able to do a little spot fishing. I should be able to see some fish and throw at them. Starting to get a little dark, but it's not too bad yet. During the day, there are a lot of fish over here on this side in the shallow water. I came up here, ooh, golly, that's a nice fish, I think, right up there. The other day I came up here and did some oxygen readings. It was interesting to see that the oxygen levels on this side, over in this real shallow water with them not running water, and this was about 10 in the morning, 10:30, they were over 6 parts. It's not a bite, which is really pretty good. And then the DO on the other side of the lake in the channel in the shade was 4 parts. So that sun, I'm assuming, I'm not a hydrologist, but I'm assuming that sun warmed, not warmed, but created that oxygen that early in the morning on this side. I don't have any other explanation. Oh, I just had a fish on. I was going to recast. I was just about ready to say I haven't seen a lot of fish. Did not see that float go under though. I got one. He was running with it. I didn't see it. Oh, came off. Okay, I got a new rule, and we've got to stick with it. I haven't actually talked to Blake about it or Darren, but we are not going to touch these fish. We have a situation in the lake right now. We're seeing a lot of fish with I don't know what the technical name of it is, but it's a white fungus. Oh, that was a nice fish. Oh. They call it ick. And ooh, there's a real nice brown. Oh man, he was nice. Swimming over in the shallow water. They fight it in the hatcheries. I say fight. Fish get it in the hatcheries, and they can treat those fish, and they almost always recover. And fish will get it in the lake too, but usually recover. It's usually not fatal unless the fish are under a lot of stress, in which then they get it and then they can't recover. Well, that seems to be the case in the lake right now. Most of the fish that we're seeing are browns with this fungus. Oops, that was a slap. But it can be caused by fish being handled and the slime wiped off the fish. I cannot see my float. The slime gets wiped off, and it allows that bacteria, that fungus, to grow on the fish. And again, a lot of times the fish will survive that, but not under a lot of stress. Stress is caused by, of course, this right here, fishing. It's also caused by low oxygen, which we have. It's not any lower than past years. That's why it's a little confusing why we're seeing a lot of fish with this fungus. And some of these fish are dying. Oh, he came off. This is a rainbow about 12 inches. I need to back out a little bit, I think. So we're going to really be putting it out there as best we can on social media that, you know, these, I think you could call them, what do you call them? You hold a fish up and you smile and you take your picture, get your picture taken with them. That could be enough to really put some stress on that fish, if at all possible. You know, don't even take it out of the water and just release it. And I will say, a lot of these guys that fish a lot, you see their smiling faces on Facebook with all those fish. Maybe they could go without that for a month or two. I think I'm on the bottom. I think I just went across a real shallow spot. I was mistaken about being able to sight fish a little bit. I can't see anything in the water. It is dark. I'm gonna have to put a bigger float on next time. Especially late in the day like this, I cannot see that float at all. I think the biting flies are back. This is kind of what happened last time I fished this bank. I did real good at that top end, but for some reason I kind of run out of fish. Check the fly. I think it's good. Come on. Yeah. Uh-oh. I dropped bottom a little bit there. Well, really, I guess this is kind of par for the course. Hopefully next week will be a little better week for me and maybe Blake get out and do a little practicing. I know he's guiding a lot and got a pretty good handle on the bite. I just haven't been out enough to know what's working. Boy, the flies are hurt. I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm getting down into the narrows, the flats. I might even switch sides. It gets pretty shallow over on this side. I'm not sure how many fish are just over on this edge. I'd think they'd be all up and down this. Obviously, there's a lot more fish up there at the top of where I started. Let's do that. Just go on this side. A foot deep still decent, and maybe go a foot and a half, but probably not. I mean, I'm maybe in a foot and a half of water right now. So those fish should see that midge really clear. See? Not very deep. Got my motor down and it's dragging bottom. Am I stuck? No. Just about done. Well, dragging again. Well, you got to see some fish splash around a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with these fish and handling them. We're going to have to figure something out. because I sure don't want to hurt them. A lot of fish that are midging. Right over here. I don't know how deep the water is. Here, I got one. These little ones are not as susceptible to stress and everything. It's those big fish that are. Keep going. That's good. Well, I'm to the end. I don't think there's any more fish here. Let me try along these leaves. A lot of times they'll sit under these leaves. I don't see any of them coming up. Oh, here's one. Okay. Okay, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. We'll try it again tomorrow.